So my name is Dave Richards, the Pro Vice Chancellor for Research and Enterprise at the University of Hull. The pandemic has been obviously very, very difficult for everybody, and so it's given many challenges for businesses, and we're a business as a university to do what we normally do. But on the other hand, big disturbance like COVID is also gives rise to challenges, and sometimes those challenges are just accelerating what might be coming in the future. So the world of digital in higher education, we have very traditional ways of delivering things, and some of those go very, very well. But in this world, we know we can't right now with COVID deliver those, so we have to think of new ways of doing it. Well, it might just be that those new ways will be good after COVID as well. So some of it's about acceleration of some of the thinking, I think.
So I'm John Dixon. I'm a lecturer at the University of Hull in computer science. I think we're in a completely different environment now. And I don't think it's just because of COVID either. I think a lot of what we're seeing these days comes from technology, and a lot of the solutions that we've already seen for COVID and for working from home already existed. They're just being used much more now than they ever were before. And I think COVID really was the catalyst for a lot of these new ways of working and ways of behaving. So that's changing a lot, and it has necessitated quick change. But I think these problems are not new. There's just extra incentive now to make sure that we fix them and come up with really valuable solutions. But not just, hey, we want this for COVID, but have longevity, continue to work, continue to be relevant for people long into the future.
Safety is incredibly important. The health of everybody that at the university, whether it's those in our academic colleagues who are delivering the teaching and the education, the students is incredibly important, but also all the support staff and those that look after the campus and all the facilities, and with all the social distancing and all those measures that we have to put in place. What that really does is it completely changes the environment that we're delivering either the education or our research in. And health, safety of everybody always comes number one, and then we adapt around that.
So another challenge I've seen as an educator really is that students are finding it very hard to engage with their work at the moment. And we're in a position where lots of people are working from home, more people than have ever worked from home before. And suddenly there are all sorts of new challenges. We have new mental health challenges, where you're perhaps not seeing friends or colleagues as much as you normally would be.
If you look at a university, it's a microcosm in some ways of society, isn't it? So when people are more distant from each other, when they can't collaborate in the same way, mix in the same groups and do things in the same way, that will affect people differently. But I think it's that loss of connection that we're trying to work with, and so hence some of the digital world, we're looking to see if that can supplement some of that. But it's still very much about an experience, we think. So although there's a lot of basic technical tools there, how do we get the experience out of them that we enjoy in our kind of human interactions?
And when we are dealing with the problems of having entertainment on tap at home, and therefore having to do work rather than do entertainment, suddenly we need to start thinking, okay, how can we make work more engaging, more entertaining? How can we start setting ourselves goals that enable us to make good progress through work in a way that is perhaps more like a game or more engaging or interesting? So it's these sorts of things that I'm really interested in seeing, because we can actually make engaging with your lectures, engaging with your work, a much more fun and rewarding experience than perhaps we are at the moment.
I'm Paula Goldthorpe, and I'm the Entrepreneurship Manager at the University of Hull. We're here today at the Aura Innovation Centre, and I think this is a real heart of the community, heart of the business community centre, which helps to foster innovation, for people to look at new solutions. There's lots of testing. There's some really great facilities here for businesses that are looking to take their developments forward. As well as that, we have our enterprise centre, which is there for incubating new ideas and our students. And of course, depending on what happens out of the events, you know, it might be that some of those ideas can be supported by either or both of those facilities.
Or ideally, insight into what works better, certainly on the educational side. How we can improve the student experience here at Hull so that we get even higher levels of engagement, and learn for the future about how we might adapt the way we deliver our products and even some of the, if you like, products of education that we have, because you know, we're very focused around the campus, the experience of campus and bringing people together. It's a fantastic campus, but actually, you know, you look internationally and beyond, and we do welcome lots of international students to come to us, which we think is really important. But is there a way to reach out to international students other than having to come to us? Is there a blended way of doing that in another way? Is there an even bigger market outside to offer the university to than what we currently do today? So I think there's huge amounts could come out of it.